6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tierney and Mole are not here yet. It's so Tunisian.
Yeah, I'm here.
I know. Oh, I'm sorry. Apologize. Only Mole and Kunti. My head was talking about Kunti, but I accidentally said your name since it's all the same tier. All right. Let's check our workbook. Oh, let's go to page number 8 on our workbook, unit 1. So in this unit, as we remember clearly, we look at questions true, false, not given, and the note completion, as well as the short answer questions. Let's go to page number 8. So can someone please tell me what this reading is about, the passage in our workbook? Can maybe Tierney tell me, like, what is this article about on? Tierney?
Wait.
Oh, that's right. Tierney did not know about that. Let's hear from, can you answer that?
No, I'm looking for the book first.
Look for your book for him. Let's hear from Panya then. Panya, can you tell us what the first reading article is about in the first unit, the passage?
Sorry, Bong, I cannot find my book.
What? Oh my God. Okay, guys, get your book out. Can someone please tell me the differences between multiple choice questions or MCQ and picking from a list that we did last time? What is or what are the differences between the two question forms?
Pick from a list, like you pick vocabulary, a wide range of vocabulary, right?
Pick from a list. We did that last time. Only you remember the one that you need to pick more than one answer, like the advantages of employing old people. Remember that?
Yeah. Like we pick from list. I think mostly we can choose 2 or 3 answers.
Okay. Thank you. Choose more than one answer. Or multiple choice question or MCQ?
Only one.
Okay. So what are the tips to deal with MCQ? You thua mấy? Like the things, the tips that we normally use?
Underline the question, underline keyword on the question.
Okay.
And also the option.
Should you check the options in detail or briefly on for MCQ?
Briefly.
Are you sure briefly or in detail?
Wait.
There are two. If it is listening MCQ, normally you check the options briefly because when you listen, you don't want to remember the options. But in reading,
yes.
you can check the options in detail because
in
you
detail,
need to know the difference between among each options. What else? Underline the keywords. Check the options in details. What else?
Sometimes we need to, we need to predict synonym. Yeah, we can find a phrase our own using our own word because the answer will appear in synonym.
Yes. So we all know that whenever in IELTS, any test form, it's always synonyms and paraphrasing. We won't see the exact same word in the reading or the listening. So be careful with paraphrasing or synonyms. Okay, anything else to add? Or Makara, can you add something else? We have the video in our class already. Anything you wish to add, Makara? Or that's all? No?
That's all, I think.
Okay. So do you guys have our course book with you? Do you finish doing the course book at least or no still? Still no.
Course book,
Yes, course book. I'm very touched. You have nothing apparently. Don't worry. Oh. Any other tips you wish to add to our MCQ tips, or that's all you want to like discuss? Checking keywords, looking at the options, predicting synonyms and paraphrasing. What about the text? How should you handle the passage? Should you read the questions first or skim the text first for this one?
Read the question first.
The best option is to read the questions first. That's what I always do as well personally. Because once you read the questions, you will get the keywords and you can search for those keywords in the text. So read the questions and then skim and scan the text. Very good. Let's go to a quick, very short practice. So we're going to like spend some seconds to read this short article, the excerpt of a text called "What Do Hurricanes Mean for Dolphins?" And we'll look at questions down here. So this one is a revise or the review of our pick from the list questions. Here it looks like, and we'll have the MCQ to follow the pick from the list. So I think the best way for you is to like screenshot the questions first on. Since it is in PDF, you might not be able to.
Is that from the course book? Our course student book, right?
It's not on.
Oh.
The one in our course book is too long, so we'll keep that because we want to spend only a short time on this one.
How can you drop it PDF file?
It's only one page out of 300 pages. That's why I can't drop it. Look at the page. Just screenshot for now. I'll drop it after class, okay? I do have it. I just don't have the MCQ files. I will drop the yes, no, not even questions for you guys later. But for now, just please take a screenshot of the question since it's really short. So pick from the list, only one question. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, and here are the MCQ, only 2 questions. I'll drop the long version. This is very short, so I don't think I should drop it. Done. Okay, let's go to the text. Where should I start? Read the text and look at the questions and answer. You should spend only at most 5 minutes for this one since they only 3 questions. Laura Gerald, please read the text on the screen, okay? Since you were away earlier. Look at the questions that you have screenshot or taken a picture of, and then get your answers from our text, the short icon. I'll drop the long version in our Telegram. For 5 minutes. Do not forget to take notes of where you can get your answers as well on the top of getting the answer.
Teacher, about hurricane wind for dolphin, about this article, we do only about the pick from a list, right?
An MCQ on.
MCQ.
The one down there. Did you see it? Hang on. Here. Only 2 MCQs down here.
Can you show me?
Here on here. Can you see on the screen?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
There are only 3 questions since it is a very short article. Right around here and the MCQ for the article on.
About what page is it?
I just took out the short practice from a IELTS book, so it's only 2 questions. It's on the screen right now, not from our book, since we don't have to do the whole practice yet. We just do a quick one, so it's on the screen right now. Only 2 questions.
I know. Oh, wait. 3.1 is one after another article, right?
Yes, 3.1 is.
Oh, that's
actually,
why
I think I put the wrong thing. Like this one is for pick from a list, and this one is for MCQ. So this short
okay.
MCQ questions.
That's why me understand, and I don't see the Jurassic Park in hurricane.
No worry. Let's just quickly check the answer for the pick from the list from last unit. A quick review. So what is the question? What do they want to answer for this one?
Pick the possible pick and pick the right answer.
Issues. Okay.
Yeah.
And whose ideas were that issues? Who raised that issues? Miller. And issues about what?
Rise in dolphin number.
Very good. So what are the issues? The 2 of them. What are they? A, B, C, D, E. Which ones are the issues?
I chose B and E.
B and E. Female dolphins were able to breed earlier than usual, and the dolphins had less contact with humans after the hurricane. Does everyone agree with Tini's answer? B and E.
For me, I agree with her.
Okay, Makara, do you agree with Tini's answer?
I choose B and D.
B and D, there was a decrease in the number of dolphins being caught for sport or food. Okay. Panya, what were your answers?
I think it's C and E.
C and E. C, the dolphins had access to greater numbers of shrimp and fish. Let's look at B first. Tini, where can you find B on to support?
In paragraph 2.
Paragraph 2, line number?
Number 2. Firstly, after female dolphin lost her calf, and she can give birth again much sooner.
Very good. So here is the support in the text. After female dolphin loses her calf, blah, 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 much sooner. That's what they use. And here they use earlier than usual. Very good. Panya said C, right? Panya, C, what is the evidence from the text on?
Paragraph 2, when the Hurricane Katrina blew through the gut, the local shrimp, crab, and fishing industry were ravaged.
Okay, so you think it's C, but is this what Miller believes, or it's just a fact?
I think it's a fact because of the hurricane.
Okay, it's a fact, but the question asked for?
Belief.
Yeah, the question asked for Miller belief, not the fact. So C is not the answer. No worry on. But Makara said D, right?
No, Bong. I confused with the word decrease in number of dolphins.
Okay, so no
D. Yeah.
Okay. May, you said E. Where can you get E on in the text?
Like in last one sentence, they mentioned like dolphin may has been able to spend more time eating and less time traveling or diving in an effort to avoid both.
Thank you. The last sentence right here, very good. So it's E. The answers are B and E, like Kenny and May chose. So we have two answers. Okay, that's picking from the list. You still remember it? No worries. So this one, this is a very short excerpt of a full passage, and there are only two MCQ questions. Let's go to the question together. Number one, they ask you about what? What is the question for number one? The keyword.
The writer purpose.
Okay. Number two.
Jurassic Park, the opinion, writer opinion of
Okay.
Jurassic Park.
Let's go to a short article. Let's go. Jurassic Park. You should finish reading by now since it's very short. Number one, they gave us four purposes: to suggest, to argue, to persuade, and to welcome back. You guys just got kicked out. All of us, not you guys. We all just got kicked out of our Zoom. Come back. Number one, what's the answer? Ropana, welcome. So in that short excerpt, what is the purpose of the writer? Suggest, argue, persuade, demonstrate. Mol, what's your answer on? Mol.
D.
B or D?
D.
D, to demonstrate that scientific research can provide a source of entertainment. Okay. Rajara, what's your answer to number one? Same? D, okay. Same. More about main, what's your answer?
I choose A.
Suggests that scientists should look to science fiction for inspiration. Okay, so we have A and D. Let's go. So science fiction. Let's look at A first. After reading this whole excerpt, do you or have you seen any word that states or talks about science fiction? Meaning, is there a word that refers to science fiction? May, where can you find that on?
Word science fiction, I don't see it in article.
Okay, one you choose A as the answer then. So can we say A is the answer now or no?
No.
No, A is no, because they did not mention anything about science fiction or the word inspiration. So on point D, demonstrate that scientific research can provide a source of entertainment. That's so. So scientific research, a source of entertainment. So one of the reasons Jurassic Park was so successful as a novel and a blockbuster film is that it presented a plausible way to bring dinosaurs back to life. The idea that viable dinosaur DNA might be retrieved from blood-sucking prehistoric insects seemed like a project that could actually succeed, even though the actual methodology is hopelessly flawed and would never work. The premise was science-ish enough to let us suspend our disbelief and revel in the return of the dinosaurs. Do we talk about anything of like research and source of entertainment? The whole thing. Me and Art have research high source entertainment, or they only talk about what happened in the film or in the novel. ទាំងអស់នេះគេនិយាយពី research ខាងក្រៅមែនអត់ឬក៏គាត់ជា part of the film ទេ
ชอบเซอร์ยล
អត់សូវយល់យើងយក choice D ទៅអត់ like មិនឃើញយើងយក A and D suggest មិនអស់ហើយ because they didn't mention about science fiction for inspiration អត់មាននិយាយពី fiction អីផ្សេងទេលើយើងមើល choice D ម្ដងហើយយើង choose ដែរ choice D they said demonstrate that scientific research can provide a source of entertainment ប៉ុន្តែ in this short excerpt តើគេបាននិយាយអំពី outside research ឬក៏ទាំងអស់នេះគឺវាជាអ្វីដែលកើតឡើងក្នុង film ហ្នឹងឯង That's the question I asked. Like everything that they describe, like how they get the DNA, how they can, let's say, clone a new dinosaurs and stuff. Are all these steps or processes what happened in the film, or it's actually the real research? That's my question.
I think it's just a film, not
just
a real research.
So choice D is also the wrong choice because we did not see anything about research outside. These are all what happened in the film. So we have choice B and C. Which one is the answer then? To argue that people may choose to believe or to persuade that art and science can be skillfully linked. B and C. Choose one more.
Maybe C.
Okay.
C.
C. Okay, still okay. You two chose C. To persuade that art and science can be skillfully linked. Go back. Did they talk about art in this one? How they film it, how they picture this, how you can imagine seeing stuff. Mean be art.
I think film is art.
Okay, film is art. What art in general? This one គឺថា art និង science ហ្នឹង link ចូលក្នុងមាន art មាន science អត់ឬគាត់ថា describe ពីរឿងហ្នឹងសុទ្ធសាធហ្មង That's what I meant.
I think because of the last sentence, even though the actual of less flip and that it will, I think the movie will never like make people believe, but plus the science that could be enough to make people believe.
Okay, so you think that's the last sentence, but don't you think about choice B on? Look at the last sentence and look at choice B. The last sentence say even though the actual methodology is hopelessly flawed and would never work, the premise was science-ish enough to let us suspend our disbelief. Like we keep our disbelief in one side and revel in the return of the dinosaurs, and we believe that there might be a return in dinosaurs. The choice B មើលគេថាម៉េច People may choose to believe the improbable in order to be entertained. Is choice B possible? Because this one they talk about skillfully linked, but persuade who? Persuade us. បើកញ្ញា choose choice B ហើយអីបានបើយើងមាន line ចុងក្រោយមួយហើយអី Why not choice B?
Because they not mentioned that it in the purpose of entertainment. They choose to believe.
Cool. The answer is actually choice B on to argue that we, the viewers, choose to believe that the dinosaurs will be back again in the future. That's why it becomes very popular, the movie, the blockbuster film, the novel. It becomes so successful because we believe in that. we think that the dinosaurs will come back one day because we're just gonna be entertained. Choice C cannot be the answer because the whole thing we do not see any real science research or like they did not use any real scientific methods to link with the art, like nothing. They were just describing what happened in the movie only. So we cannot say that it's choice C. Science and art are linked now. Since the whole thing was just the description of what happened in the novel or the film, that's why C is incorrect. The only possible choice that has explanation and correct is choice B, argument, that we might believe still, even though we know it's not true, just to be entertained, just to watch the film. My last MCQ, what is the writer's opinion of Jurassic Park? Makara, what's your answer on opinion of Jurassic Park?
I choose C.
C, okay, thank you. What about Panya? Same question. What's your answer?
Choose C as well.
C as well. Anyone else chose another letter besides C? Or all chose C as the answer? No? Okay. May, do you choose C as well?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. In spite of its inaccuracies, it was a successful novel and film. Yes, it's the answer. Like, it's very inaccurate because it is improbable. It is hopelessly flawed, but it is very successful. Here, the first line. So that's MCQ. Done. Any problem? Any things you want to discuss further for MCQ before we move on?
Like the number one, we choose B. They talk about entertain, but why in article they don't show the entertain? But
Okay. Thank you all. In the article, there's no such thing as entertain in the article, but you know that it becomes successful, right? So
yes,
for a film or for a novel to be successful, like the viewers like us or the readers need to like support that. And if we choose to watch that, that means we choose that as our form of entertainment, right? Since it is the main idea
yes,
or the purpose, you won't see the actual word inside the text because this question asks for the main idea only or the purpose only. It's a
yes.
inference questions.
Okay, so I got it.
Okay. Any other questions before we move on? These kind of questions might not be very common in IELTS, the purpose. Sometimes, yes, but it's not really common.
So
This inference question.
this type of question we need to like understand the whole paragraph, right?
Yes.
We cannot like find the keyword and try to guess.
Yeah, because the question asks for the purpose or the main idea of the paragraph. It's not just one keyword. You have to understand everything.
Okay.
That's why if they were to ask that, they will just choose one paragraph, like what is the main idea of like this paragraph, for example. They won't ask with the whole text. That's why I said it won't be too common, this one. Any extra questions before we move on? No? Okay. So let's go on to another form of questions, and that will be the yes, no, not given. So we have looked at another similar form of these questions, and last time we called it true, false, not given. So for true, false, not given, what does true mean? What does false and not given mean? Mon? If a sentence is true, it means what on?
It has the information and it's not opposite to what it say in the
Okay, thank you. So it has the exact same meaning of with the text. And false means the opposite meaning. And what does not given mean? Tini?
No information is found.
Okay. No information is found. Very good. What about yes, no, not given this time? What do we mean by yes? Can someone please tell me what we mean by yes? If we put yes for a sentence, why? What's our reason? Yes, Minay tell Mike.
The same as true.
Are you sure? If it is the same as true, why do we have to call it yes, no, not given? Why not just call true, false, not given?
Like we agree with that given sentence.
You agree or like the writer agree?
The right.
The writer agree.
Okay, agrees with
I agree too. Why I put yes on?
nice on, you can try. Okay, so yes means the sentence agrees with what is said in the passage or the writer's opinion. No means
Disagree.
not given. What does not given mean? Just not given again. Can we guess if the writer agrees or disagrees? Not given.
Writer didn't say about that.
Okay. So not given is very similar to what is in true false not given, because there's no information in the text, and we cannot tell what the writer thinks about that piece of information. Okay, so how can you handle that information, that piece of question? Should we use the same tips as what we've been using for true false not given, or is there any extra thing?
I think it's the same as true false not given.
Okay, it's the same. So what were the tips for true false not given? Do you look for keywords? Do you search for anything, or you just do it like read the questions and look at the text and do it?
Read the sentence and identify the keyword and
Identify the
look through
keyword.
the paragraph.
Okay. So according to Panya, there are 3 important tips or steps. First thing first, read the questions and identify keywords, and then you try to locate keywords in the passage, and you need to search for the details around the keywords to get the answers. Is that what you mean, Panya? Yes?
Read, search for.
Is that what you meant earlier? Okay, Tini, anything to add on? Thank you, Panya. Tini?
Wait. No more.
No more. Well, the answers, are they in order or it's jumbled?
In order.
In order.
Okay, very easy. The answers are in order. Let's go to a quick David Willis 3 questions. Easy. Can you guys go to our Telegram and download the passage yes to not given sample? That's your passage, and the questions will be on the screen. So I dropped our passage in our Telegram group. I named it yes, no, not given sample. Please get the passage. And I will show the questions on our screen. Right here, you can read while downloading the file. So yes, no, not given, and true, false, not given are very similar. However, the main difference is that true, false, not given questions are based on the factual information in the passage, while yes, no, not given questions ask you to interpret the views or claims of the writer. So for yes, no, not given, you have to read the questions and try to understand and infer what the writers also think about the views. It's not factual information. So it's a little challenging compared to true, false, not given. Has everyone got the passage?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's spend there are only 5 questions. Let's spend 5 minutes to finish this exercise. And remember, if it is no, why? Let's go, 5 minutes. What's the reason? All right, guys, your time is up. Let's check the first question. It is the era in which Lafayette Park was developed that makes it special. What is the keyword in this question, everyone? Guys. Keyword in the first question, what is it?
Lafayette Park was developed.
Was developed. That's the keyword.
In the era.
What was the era? Okay. And special.
And make it.
And make it special. It's everything. All right, so look, we have our keywords for these questions. Look for the information in the text. Is that yes, no, or not given? Does the writer agree with this sentence or not? Margaret, did you say yes, no, or not given to that one on?
I said no.
No, why? You said no.
Like in according to the text, I think there are some argument in between the Luyet Fak and no the throw, what do we call it?
What on the one?
Between the two like the town. I mean,
the town. You mean this one, Detroit?
Yeah, because the resident, they moved out from the trip to the Lafayette Park.
So you think it is because of the residents moving from Detroit to Lafayette? That's what makes Lafayette special.
Yeah, and there are some argument.
Okay,
in the
text. Okay, thank you. Right, Tierney on, what do you think? What's your answer to the first one? Yes, no, not given?
So I'm not sure, but I chose no too.
And explanation is? How do you explain your answer on based on what like Margaret said, because there was some argument of the residents moving, so it's not the era. What about your explanation on what happened? Why is the first sentence no?
Sure, I cannot find. I'm not sure about the answer.
Okay, no worry. The answer to the first question is a no. Very good. But the explanation is actually right here on. Unlike almost all of them, it had a trio of world-class designers behind it. Here, so that's what makes it special. So in this sentence, they were comparing the hundreds of development with the Lafayette Park, and however Lafayette stood out among all because Lafayette had three world-class designers behind it. So number one is a no, but the explanation is not the era, but the trio world-class designers. Very good. At least you got the answer right. Number two, Panya, what's the answer? Yes, not given. Since 1962, many people have moved away from Detroit. Panya, number two.
I think it's no.
No, why?
Because the population started to lose between 1980 and 1962, not since 1962.
You mean this one, right? 1958 and 1962.
Yeah, the population lost between that year, not since Yep.
Okay, thank you. What about Panna? What do you think? Oh, number 2, yes, no, not given.
I think not given.
Why not given? NG.
Cause like number 2 said since 1962 many people have moved away from Detroit. And in the sentence it said 1958 on that previously occupied by working class neighborhood. So I think it didn't mention that any information that related to move away from Detroit.
Okay, thank you. The answer to number 2 is actually yes. It's a yes. Reason.
Yeah.
Reason, hang on. Okay, here. Take note of these sentences from here to here. My highlighter, go. So they said the townhouses were built between 1958 and 1962 on land previously occupied by a working class neighborhood. So between these 2 years, there were no movements of residents. However, while much of Detroit began a steep decline soon after. So soon after here, since the townhouses were built between this year and this year, what do we mean by soon after?
It means after 1962 it will people move away.
Yes, so soon after here means in 1962, around that year, people were starting to move away already. So here, Detroit. It's a yes, that's why, because of these few sentences right here. Even though Lafayette Park stayed afloat, but Detroit population was like moving. They were moving out, people. Thank you. Number 3, Mies van der Rohe's design influenced other architects in Detroit. Let's hear from Maine on. What do you think is the answer to number 3?
I chose not given.
Why?
Because in paragraph 3 I didn't see any influence of Van der Rohe. Yeah.
Thank you. You think it's not given. No worry on. What do you think the answer is to number 3?
I choose no.
You choose no. Why?
Because they said that at the house are great because they work, not because they come affect with family's need.
Okay, thank you. The answer to number 3 is not given. Like May said, the whole thing did not talk about any influence of that person's design on other design. They just talking about something in general, like how like the design looks like, the interior, the exterior, something like that. So number 3 is not given. Number 4, Rachel, what's your answer on exterior of each building in Lafayette Park has a distinct style?
Yes.
Yes. Support? From your text, where is it? In what part or in what paragraph explains that sentence? And one, you think the writer agrees with that sentence?
Paragraph 4.
Paragraph 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What line?
Last line. Wait.
Yeah, paragraph 4.
Like they said from the outside, so exterior.
From the
exterior.
Okay, this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you said yeah. Yes. Okay, let's hear from who else? Tinny, on Tinny. What is your answer to number 4? Yes, no, not given. Tinny. Tinny.
Yes,
Yeah.
number 4, right? My
Yeah.
internet was unstable.
Yeah, I know. Number 4, Owen, what's the answer?
Cannot
What's
hear.
your... Yeah, I just froze earlier.
Number 4, I chose yes too.
Okay, same explanation.
The same thing.
Okay, thank you. The answer to number 4 is actually a no. Oh my. Why is it a no? Because look at what I highlighted, distinct style. What do we mean by distinct, everyone?
Different from each other.
Different from each other, and it stands out as well. Like it looks very like appealing, and it is not the same as other designs. But look at this sentence. Some visitors find them unappealing. One contractor even described them as a bunkers. Look at that sentence. So the word unappealing, what do we mean by that word unappealing? Is that attractive or just normal?
Not attractive.
Not attractive, and also the word bunker as well. It's a failure. So the exterior of the building does not have a distinct style. It's just normal. That's why it's a no. Last one, good architecture allows its occupants to reveal their identity. Anything in the passage explains that? A yes, a no, or not given? Akarat?
I said yes.
You said yes, why?
Like in the last sentence of the text, they said, indeed, the best design doesn't force a personality on its president. Instead, it helps to bring out their own.
Okay, thank you. What about May? What did you think on? Number 5.
Number 5, I think I choose no,
No, reason?
because like the last sentence they just like don't fall they have don't fall a personality. Yeah, so I think they don't focus on the identity.
Thank you. The answer to number 5 is a yes. They were just playing with word on personality here, not like it does not refer to our real personality. It's just like, let's say if you love that guy's design, you just want to follow what he's doing, like the way he designs stuff. You follow that. Like he likes dark design, you follow that. But no. So this sentence support the statements because they said that the best design does not make others copy them, but it helps the designer to produce their own like work, to bring out their own identity.
Okay.
Yes, that's what explained here, reveal their identity. So they encourage real designer, other designer to like have their own work, to produce their own work, not just copy them. That's what good architecture means. Do. Any questions so far? It's quite confusing, I understand, since it is very similar to true, false, not given, but you just need to like do the inference. Like on the top, you can take note of the explanation right here. Here, this whole passage, this whole paragraph. You have to make interpretation or inference with the sentence stated in the passage. You won't see the factual sentence or the exact same sentence in the passage, but you have to make inferences. Two yellow. Right here, so yes, no, not given. Questions ask you to interpret the views and claims of the writer. So that's the difference. All right, any questions? So far we have covered yes or not given and multiple choice questions. Actually, in this unit, we will also look at summary completion, but we touched that one last time already. Since this one, they ask you to do a summary completion with choices given. That's what we looked at last time, so I won't touch that anymore. It's the same stuff. Do you guys have our course book with you or no?
Yes, I have.
Okay, mà chị đãមានcourse book?
No.
Yes or no? I can't hear you properly.
No.
No, okay, I'll send the PDF to our group chat then. So for those who have our course book, please go to page number 32, 33, and 34. You will see the actual practice. You will see one long article and pick the 3 questions format. We will have yes or no given, summary completion, and multiple choice questions. Look at the reading. I will get this book ready and send to those who don't have it in our group chat. If you have it, please look at the article, read it, and look at the questions. Handle that. Let me get the file ready first, since I have it in like Microsoft Word. Okay, I have dropped a PDF of the 3 pages to our group. So for those who don't have our course book with you, you can go and get the file from there.